Yahuwah, yeah. Oh, Yahuwah, oh, Yahuwah, yeah, 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 Yahuwah. Iloma, Sanderabo, yeah, Iloma, Sando, Rabo, oh, Yahuwah. Iloma, Sekerabu, Seyao. Sekerabuse, Iloma, oh yeah, Rabose, oh Yahuwah, Iborabose, Kerabose, Yalabose, oh Yahuwah, Mama, Deredebo, Iloma, Sunday, ya, Rabose, oh Yahoshua, Iborabose, Kelabutu, ay. Seke rabutu ho, lama seke rabutu ruach hakodesh. Ima santa labure boya boroya nao. Yeah. Ilama sandeya, orabose Yahuwah. Yahoshua ho, ruach hakodesh. Ruach Yeribo say. Hallelujah, oh, hallelujah. Yeribo say Yahuwah. Mama, deribo. Yeribo say, yeah. Oh, yeah. Alright now family, like you know already, the other clip again went down, even though I still have about 26 minutes of space in my gigabyte. Again, something dramatically also happened. It just went down. I must say, this message, this series, really gave me a tough time. But all is good to the glory of Abba Yahuwah. We suffer for what suffering for. It's worth it, okay? In other words, this is going to be now part 4. The mysteries of Satan, the mystery of serpent, part 4. Meanwhile, I'm going to upload the both together, the part 3 and part 4. So the one on top now, it is part 3, okay? The mystery of serpent, part 4. So family, because I'm going to be sharing it. So in other words, for you not to get confused, as soon as you meet with this part 4, kindly rush to part 1, part 2, 3, and you conclude the case in this part 4. Alright, so I was still on top of my voice, in dealing with Ishmael. He is the seed of serpent, okay? And I was going through Daniel 2, unveiling the clay in the image of the beast. That, of course, it is the children of the beast, the serpent, okay? But the seed of men, they are going to try to mingle with the holy seed, the people of the book, all right? Like I said before he went down, that it's saying they are going to mingle themselves with the seed of men, have some kind of a negative connotation. Okay, why? Because why did I say that? You can't mingle with what belongs to you. Okay, mixed people, mixed multitude. When you guys think Numbers chapter 13, you're gonna see when the Egyptians mingled, mixed multitude with the people of the book, being grafted in. In a nutshell, you knew the Egyptians were not the people of the book. So that is the picture I can give, what Daniel, the great prophet, is talking about over here, that they are going to mingle themselves with the seed of men. But the one that's already in their feet, one feet was a clay and the other one was iron. That is already their own people, like I said in part part 3. So family, I encourage you, as soon as I share this in this field you come across with it, kindly just go listen to part 1, 2, 3, okay? And this is the consummation of this segment. Alright? So I also encourage you to be in tune on the Shabbat, the biggest of the biggest. In fact, I call this vision a vision set upon the cloud. The whole world must see. That is unveiling again the mysteries of Deimos. Okay? All those alphabets that form Deimos, they are all great, great fallen deities. So on the Shabbat, by His grace, we're going to pick it up again one by one, like we have already done with the serpent. It carries a lot. So right now, let's get started. Yes, family, before we get started, I would like to correct some flu that I made. I want to amend it. When you listen to part 3, you are going to see I say something, I don't even realize, I don't even know when I said something like that. I was supposed to say cave. When I listen to it and I see myself saying kovu, shame on you, serpent, for that. That was why I keep saying serpent. He is total isobolism. Okay, serpent is a zoologism. Is a mad demon. And again, in part 1, I also found out some error. I need to correct them all. I was saying Dinah. When you go to Exodus, Bereshit 34, the daughter of Jacob, Dinah, okay, not Dahina, okay. I also made that. And again, my apology. And again, when I was talking about the bosom of Father Abraham, I make it clear over there, only for the elect. That was the great stipulation that is being, given to the elect. If it were possible, okay, that simply means it is not utterly possible. Even though they die in this great deception, there is still mercy reserved for them in the bosom of Father Abraham. Not say Daniel is the elect. No, Daniel is doing the work of his father, the devil, by all the lies they told, and we are still coming into it in consummation, because surely this must be the conclusion of the other 3 clips. Part 1, 2, 3. This is the last. What is the title? The Mysteries of Serpent. Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, Part 4. It is the consummation of it all. So this is where I quickly want to establish. Right now, here we are in the book of Daniel chapter 2. I'll pick it up for 41 and drop it at 43. So I encourage you to go through all the chapter 2. All right. Then I take it again. And whereas thou sawest the feet and toes, part of potter's clay and part of iron, the kingdom shall be divided, but there shall be in it of the strength of the iron, for as much as thou sawest the iron mixed with merry clay. Now 42. And as the toes of the feet were part of iron and part of clay, so the kingdom shall be partly strong and partly weak, broken. Broken. 43 now. And whereas thou sawest iron mixed with merry clay, they shall mingle themselves with the seed of men, but they shall not cleave one to another, even as the iron is not mixed with clay. You see, the clay, like I established in the 3rd video, was in the feet of the beast. Like I said, that clay over there, of course, Romans 9:21 said we are clay. Jeremiah 18:1-6 said we are clay. Alright, so that very clay in the feet of the beast, it is the offspring of the beast. Of course, they need physical body to work with. They are spirits, of course. We are near that. But they need somebody to work with. So that is what Abba Yahweh said in Genesis 3:15. I will put enmity between you and the woman, between thy seed and her seed. And we know the seed of the woman, it was not planting of seed. It was not planting of the royal law. It was seed direct human. Okay, exactly that same terminology goes for the serpent. Their seed is children. It's not whatever teachings or yeah, it is not that. It is directly humanity. The offspring have his own children. Okay, this is not spiritual speaking. This is physical. Genesis 6, we see that. I don't care how some people they are trying to turn it upside down. It doesn't really matter. We goes by what the book says. The book said the serpent is going to be having his own children, and we all get this testimony from the image of the beast. All right, that the clay or that was the toes part was clay. Of course, they need body, and we see who was their body. Nebuchadnezzar. Okay, the kingdom of Babylon, the kingdom of Persia, the kingdom of Medes, the kingdom of Egypt, the kingdom of Greece, and the kingdom of what? Roma Empire. Today it is also the kingdom of Roma Catholicism. Again today it is also the kingdom of Islam, the very consummation of the beast. All right, so right now we are going to see first of all the clay. I quote the scripture, the references already. Now let's see what Messiah has to say about the clay in their feet that was in the feet of the beast. So right now here I am, Matthew 23:33. So I read, ye serpents, ye generation of vipers, how can you escape the damnation of hell? So who are these? They are the clay. All right, they are the seed of serpent. They themselves, Messiah also addressed them and called them what? Serpents. All right, and serpent is their father, which is the very Allah we are dealing with here. That old serpent, Revelation 12, now that deceived the whole world. All right, where did this begins? Genesis 3. And we all see Allah bestowed that title upon himself, that he is the greatest of all deceiver. As you listen to part 3, then you understand what I'm talking about. So here I am, YAHUAH'S, John 8:44. Ye are of your father the devil, the lust of your father ye will do. All right, what was the lust of their father? It is to carry out vengeance against humanity. All right, he was a murderer from the beginning. Yes, Genesis 3. 4. Physical, spiritual death in murder, the first man, right, in Genesis 3. And 4, Bereshit 4, we now see that the physical manifestation just took place. He was a murderer from the beginning, yeah? And but not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it all. All right? Who is a liar? The one that denied the author of life, that reject the son of Yahuwah. They are the anti-Messiah and the liar, of which all these kingdoms, we found it in them, and we still have them here today with us. All right? So right now, this, the clay in the feet of the beast, it is the offspring of serpent. Let me prove it to you. They are in one body, in one stick, one family, one generation of damnation. They won't escape hell. So let's see what Revelation also have to say about this. So right here I am, Revelation 16:13-14. We are dealing with the family of that image, both the spiritual ones and the physical one. 13. And I saw 3 unclean spirits like a frogs come out of the mouth of the dragon, which is their father the serpent, the very Allah today, the very Israelism, and out of the mouth of the beast, the very, Jesus and Mahdi, another Isobolism, and out of the mouth of the false prophet, the very, again, all this crystal, another Mababalism, which is also what? Ishmael. They are all together in one body. You see, they are all together. There's no way dragon can mingle himself with his own children, because his children is his own property that belong to him. Now 40. For they are the spirits of devils working miracles, okay, which go forth unto the kings of the earth, okay, and of the whole world. All right, so they are together in one body. So there's no way something that belongs to you is yours. You can't mingle with the part you belong already. No, you can only mingle into a group you never belong. All right, so you can always try to mix yourself or suit yourself in. But whereby you belongs to that group, there's no way you can mingle. So the clay is their property. All right. The seed of man, it is apart from that. It is the holy seed. Okay. So we put some more. Here I am, Revelation 20, verses 10. And the devil that deceiveth them was cast into the lake of fire and brimstone, where the beast and the false prophets are, and shall be tormented day and night forever and ever. Do you see all this total Isobolizi family, which is the image of the beast? They are all just together as one family. Okay, they will never be separated from their own body. All right, so the clay, it is the Isobolizi Ishmael and his children. All right, so right now we have death. Yeah, with this, let us now go to the seed family. Don't even bother about my unfaithful word. What am I talking about? When you listen to part 3, you're gonna hear me say it's gonna last only for 1 hour or 1 hour 30 minutes. When you listen to part 2, you're gonna hear me say it's gonna last only for the part 3, it's gonna last only for 10 minutes. Meanwhile, the matter is still spreading. Each time I lay my head down, I begin to see different visions from this very segment. It is the biggest of the biggest. We are dealing with seraphims, fallen seraphims, which is the very serpent. Okay, maybe this one can also last 1 hour or 2 hours, who knows? But just because it's worth talking about. It is the message of the two witnesses in cleansing the people of the book to get ready for the upcoming event. All right, so don't bother. When you listen to it, I say 10 minutes in the third video is going to last for 10 minutes. Don't just bother. Keep going. Yeah. Count it as a fleshly, talk. And when you also get to part 3, you're also going to say another thing over here, another story over there. And this one is going to last for 1 hour or 1 hour 30 minutes. Don't bother. Keep moving on, because that one was almost 2 hours 30 minutes before it went down. So this one, you see me now, a wise woman. I will predict no hour or whatever. Just keep moving on, okay? It's worth talking about. So right now, we are going into the holy seed. The very one, this beast, image of the beast. You see all the kingdoms, he said they are going to mingle themselves with the seed of man. So let's see. The very seed of man, these fallen deities want to mingle with. Ulabase, Buri labaseke, ulabase, Yahuwah, ulabase, ulabaseke, ya. Eulabani riboyao, eulabaseke, eulabasu, eulabasende, Yahuwah. Here I am, Ezra 9, 1 and 2. So we want to get the picture of trying to mingle. Notice it is said that they are going to try. It said they will mingle with the seed of men. Now let's get the picture of what Daniel 2, where I just read, is talking about. Here's the picture. Now I read. And now when these things were done, the princes came to me, saying, the people of Israel and the prince and the Levi have not separated themselves from the people of the lands, doing according to their abominations, even of the Canaanites, the Hittites, the Perizzites, the Jebusites, the Amorites, the Moabites, the Egyptians, and the Amorites. For they have taken of their daughters for themselves and for their sons, so that the holy seed have mingled themselves with the people of those lands. Yea, the hand of the prince and rulers hath been chief in these trespasses. So do you see what mingle is? That is a holy seed. Where there is a holy seed, of course, there is also unholy seed. The clay was the unholy seed, and that clay which carried the beast now will try to mingle themselves with the seed of men. So let's get some more. Here I am, Revelation 17. I think I take it from 13 or 3, excuse me. So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman set on a seat upon a scarlet-colored beast. We see that image of the beast, okay, full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color. Oh, where is it? There is a place I really wanted to read. Okay, let me take it from 5. And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon, the Great, the mother of idols. Do you see she is a mother? We always know in biblical terminology, a mother or a woman represent the ministries, okay? Our kingdom, of course. The mother of idols. So she is a mother and she has, what? Many children. These are the clay, all right? The unholy seed and the abominations of the earth. You see, they are abominations of the earth. And I saw the woman decked, okay, not drunk. I wanted to read the very place where he said the woman was being carried with a beast. The beast was the one who carried her. That is our authority, because they are spirit that needs body to walk with. There is no way this demon can do on their own without the clay. So that is what Daniel made. You see, is separated into 2 parts, the clay and the seed of man. So right now, coming. Yes, let me read now verses 7, the same chapter again, Revelation 17. I'm proving something that the one they are going to mingle with, it is the holy seed. The clay on their toes, that is their own property, the unholy seed, okay? Is their authority. They can't mingle. Their own body that is their body, like Yahushua. We are his body. He can't mingle. Rather, he will dwell, because he belongs to us, who belongs to him. Now 7. And the angel said unto me, Wherefore doest thou marvel? I will tell thee the mystery of the woman and of the beast that carrieth her, which have the 7 heads and 10 horns. That is their kingdom, okay? That beast that carrieth her. So the beast that carrieth her, they are of one body. We see now all this kingdom in the image of the beast in Daniel chapter 2. The woman, the clay, and the demons or the beasts or the image, we are the one carrying all those kingdoms. They need body. All right. What are we saying over here? Ishmael is the seed of serpent. So right now we are going to deal with that part. How now the serpent mingle himself with the holy seed, Father Abraham. So like we unveiled already in part 3, we see how Hagar, their mother, sneak into the family. All right. I wanted not to read the book of Yeshiel so that we see how Abba Yahweh construct this testing of faith, of sacrifice the holy begotten son, the holy only beloved son, which is Yeshiach. I'm going to read it and let's do comparison. But first of all, I read it already, the book of Yeshiel, chapter 15. We see how Hagar sneaked into the family, because we knew the Egyptians, they always know how to take people's wife. You know, they did it to Mama Sarah. They also did it to Rebecca, the wife of Yeshiach, Abimelech. Okay, they always know how to take somebody else's wife. So right now, Pharaoh couldn't do it in taking Mama Sarah. Therefore, he now assigned his daughter Hagar to go now and take another man's husband. And who is doing all these things together in general, in totality? It is Allah, the greatest deceiver. The very one, the very zobolism. These are a zoalism. These are a mababalism. Alright? These are ukieism. For you to say Ishmael, the total isobolism was the one Father Abraham needs to sacrifice, you are complete total ahoreism. Liars. So right now, when things get tough, we begin to add, English and blend it up with Edo language, or speak Edo and blend it up with English language. Sometimes when you provoke our spirit, it goes that way. Sometimes it make it fool of something that is so obvious, pure lie. Yes, we also go, we blend the two together. It doesn't really matter. All right? Onhoreism. That is liars. Okay? Ezoalism. That is madness. Isobolism. That is food sacrifice to demons in the fourth junction. In Nigeria those days, I always see it. They'll put food for their gods. And this their gods is Allah. It's in the fourth junction. Isobolism. That is the sacrifice of Allah. We are going to do the comparison. Now, what happened? How did serpent, the Ahoreism, how did he make God himself now with the seed of Father Abraham? Now, it now comes to Mama Sarah. They always try to use the women. This serpent always try to use woman. Yes, why? Woman is a helper to the man. A man can stand his life through a woman, or the life of a man can also destroy it through a woman. We see that in the very beginning, Bereshit 3. How did this serpent, the very Allah, the isobolism, sneak into the first woman? As Yahuwah actually say, you couldn't, eat up any of the fruit of the tree. That was how he sneaking. Who was he really after? The man. Alright? The very first man, Adam. Because he knew the woman is the one to provide egg, so that he will steal this egg from Abba Yahuwah, just to stop the royal honor to flow. He lied. We see how he demonized. We see how he rationalized. We see how he spiritualized. And we see how he materialized the very sin of Abba Yahuwah by saying to the woman, it will be like God. That is, he promised the woman that God had. After he have done that wickedness, he bring it high Ghana in, this very Allah, this total isobolism, and I also go to Mama Sarah. You don't see you already old. You don't see you already in your menopause. You don't see you can't do it anymore. You don't see you have been lied to by your very God. Why can't a guy do it for you? Let a guy build this family for you. Who is Hagar? Hagar is the total isobolism. The seed, the daughter and the seed of serpent. This is how they go. Alright? Therefore, as soon as this serpent, the fallen seraphims, did this wickedness, because we see the authority of Pharaoh is the dragon, the great dragon, which is a serpent, of course. Dragon, serpent, Leviathan. That is the name of the Pharaoh's fallen seraphim. Spoiler, destroyer. Alright? Is his name. At Ezekiel 29 verses 3. He was the authority of Pharaoh. Alright? The very power of Pharaoh. And that is the house our mama went. Alright? And from there, Hagar now sneak into the family. Hagar now became the household enemy to work for her father. The very total emababalism. So right now, Hagar was not good in the eyes of Mama Sarah to fulfill what she couldn't do. Alright? Mama Sarah now write our God, our Elohim off, and write off herself, and she now speak. Now immediately she responded to the voice of serpent again, coming into the family again, and now spoke with her husband. Look at her husband, Father Abraham, was also messed up, okay? Because the promises was being given unto you. You are the one, the covenant one. Father Abraham couldn't even say, let me pray about that. What are you telling me? Why should I go into your maid, into your servant? No. Yahuwah said, promise me my own child. From you, not from her. Father Abraham couldn't even rebuke her. He couldn't even say a word. Right away, he brings out what? His rod and stick it into unclean water. When you go to Exodus, when the game was so tough, we see the water of the Egyptians become blood. It was a bloody water, okay? Unclean. We know blood is unclean. Now, we also see the water that gave birth to our forefather, the Red Sea, was a clean water. Father Abraham now stick his rod into unclean bloody water. And that unclean bloody water, we know it is the Egyptians, okay? Which is this very serpent, their father, the fallen seraphims. Alright, so this was how he's sneaking. I'm on my way to how they mingle themselves with the seed of serpent. Now, what happened? Father Abraham stood on his feet because he wanted to fulfill the will again of the serpent, which is the Ishmael. So right now, he couldn't pray. He fell into the victim. He stick his rod into unholy and unholy water, and he did that wickedness. Now, here is the mystery. Right now, first of all, let me establish this. We know what is uncircumcised is. Uncircumcised Philistine. We knew what it is. What is uncircumcised? Because Father Abraham, even to this very moment, was still having uncircumcised body. Alright? When the serpent already turned the whole world into Babylon. We are all in Babylonia. We are all in the land of Babylon. Where did the Babylon begins? Right in Genesis 3. Alright? Because the Garden of Eden, man was being chased out of it, and a cherubim was being placed over there, to guide us that nothing unclean entered there. Right away, that Garden of Eden, was being taken up. It's coming right back in Revelation 21. Abba Yahuwah, remove it from... The whole world is Babylon now. Why is it Babylon? Because that is the authority and the kingdom of the serpent. The total is Zobolism. What is Zobolism? I make it clear to you already. A Mababalism. Do you see how it's crying on the floor? In Africa, what is Mababalism? Listen now. When little children, age maybe 4, 5, 6, or 3, they normally go into the sand, red sand as this in Africa. They will just set up some stick of wood, little, like brushes, They will just put the pieces together. Look for some container, maybe tea tomatoes container. All right. So they will pour in some sand. Some will urinate inside that sand as a water, or some will spit inside that sand as a water. So right now they will not put that container right on top of the little the woods which they gather together as if they were cooking. All right, they said they are cooking food. Okay, all right, and they say something very important to them because that was childish things. Now they will be blowing it, although no fire. They will just sit on the floor over there, or their body will be staying. Childish things. Okay. They will be blowing it. After that, they will say, "Oh, their food is ready. So let's come and eat it." Not that they are going to eat it. They are just, that is the Mababalism. Exactly what Allah is doing. So the whole world right now, it is Babylon. You see Allah? Mababalism. So right now, that is the body Father Abraham came with, uncircumcised body. The very Mababalism. And that is the same unclean. Uncircumcision simply means uncleanliness. All right. Now, what is uncleanliness in a nutshell? It is the blood that flew from the woman's vagina. The very one we are seeing every month. That was why in the Old Testament system, when a woman is going through that blood, you ought not to come into the temple because now you are unclean. And what brought about that uncleanliness, it is this again, a Mababalism, the serpent, Allah. He did something wickedly, right in Genesis 3, and genetically modified the whole thing into Babylonian system, right over there. What happened now? Abba Yahuwah caused the woman in a menstrual cycle. That is the blood we are seeing. It is uncleanness caused by this Mababalism. All right. So right now, that is the body of Father Abraham, uncircumcised body that he used to get Hagar pregnant. And that is the very chance, a room, wide, great opportunity for the serpent to claim to conjoin Oribahan Talababo Sekeya and do that wickedness. And we are saying Father Abraham was the one, finding the woman, grinding her, but serpent is the one doing it. Because Abba Yahuwah already have a covenant with Father Abraham. Here is the mystery. Father Abraham was doing it physically, but the sperm that came, the seed, it is from the serpent. Serpent himself got Hagar pregnant. All right. We see how the Ruach HaKodesh got Maria pregnant. All right. He got her pregnant. You can go to Luke chapter 1. You will see it over there. You can also go to Matthew 1:18. You will see it over there to 20. All right. The Ruach HaKodesh is the one that did the highest authority, as we have already been established that these are the higher ranking authority angels that banner over Yahuwah's head in the heavens. Yeshayahu chapter 6. You're going to see it over there. So he's the one who did it. That is how they tried to mingle. He mingled himself with Father Abraham, wife Grandi Hagar. Therefore, he gave his seed. The seed of Father Abraham, it is Yeshiach. But we'll see now, Father Abraham is standing now as a mediator for this Emababalism. Rather, for Ishmael to come. What kind of child is Ishmael? What kind of child is he? A wild animal. His head is going to be against all nations. Do you see the total isobolism people? He says his head is going to be all against all nations. How can a seed of Father Abraham head be against all nations? It is the seed of serpent. Again. His head be against all nations to murder the righteous seed. This is how they mingle. This is the only way they mingle. Okay? Right now, take a lesson from Yeshiach, our very blessed progenitor eternal. What happened? He gave, he pregnanted his wife, Rebecca, and two seed was be planted over there. One was called who? Esau, and the other one called who? Jacob. And what took place? Abba Yahuwah said, right away past his judgment, Esau, I hate. Why should Abba Yahuwah hate the seed of Jacob? But Yeshiach, Jacob, I love. Even while Ishmael was still in the womb, Abba Yahuwah declared this. Yes, that is the mystery. Serpent did it again. Esau originally was the seed of this Emababalism, just like Ishmael. That is the mystery over there. Okay? So right now, here is how they mingle themselves with the seed of man. That was when the holy seed come. Because the uncircumcised body cannot bring about the holy child. No, never. The covenanted child, no way. All right. So after that has been done, what happened in Genesis 17, Bereshit, Abba Yahuwah gave a covenant of circumcision. Right now, serpent must be cut off. This was how Ishmael was being driven out of the family, because he said it is not possible for them to mingle. He said they cannot stand. They must be driven away. This was how Ishmael was being driven away. All right. Now, as soon as he take off the wickedness of this Emababalism, Semper the Allah, what happens now? Within 3 months, Mama Sarah got pregnant. All right. This is why he is a miraculous child. For Hagar and Ishmael, there's nothing special over there. Rather, it is unclean. Hagar was a very young woman. She don't have no problem with her conception. All right. So that is how that makes Ishmael a common use clay. All right. But for that of Mama Sarah, she was even more than what? Menopause, Her womb was not only dead, but her womb was dead. All right, buried, and buried in a grave. Abba Yawana said, don't worry, let it be men no dead. All right, I have the power to pick it up again. There is power in me, to resurrect it. That is going to be called menor resurrection. Not just only menopause. All right. But she now said that it is impossible. But after that, Abba Yawana said, let us know if there is a menopause. Of course, there is also going to be what? A menor resurrection. Okay, that makes it a miracle. A woman of 90 years old conceived. That makes it a miracle. That makes it a special child. That is why the miracle we watch for. All right? Ishmael doesn't have no qualification of any of this at all. That was why Abba Yewa said, let me test him with this miraculous child. Not with the Emababalism child. We knew Abba Yewa said, I hate. We knew Abba Yawasa is a very wicked man. This is the kind of son you are going to be having. Bereshit, Genesis 16. Is a wild animal. Is an evil man. Is a wicked man. His head is going to be against all nations. We see that the beginning, even while Ishmael was still in the belly, Abba Yawa rejected him already. That his head is going to be against all nations. It's an animal. Alright? Even though Abba Yewa said, Ishmael, I will also bless him because he's your seed. Yes, that is the mystery over there. Alright, was Esau not blessed? Was Cain also not blessed? Cain have a wife and they have a children. But we see his lineage was being removed. We see the lineage of what? Cain, of Ishmael, of what? Is not recorded in the holy genealogy. Abba Yewa cut them off already. Okay, because he knew the mysteries over there. Alright. So Abba Yewa make it so clear that Ishmael is a child of the total isobolism. He can't request for such a child as an offering or to test a holy man. He can't do that. Alright. So Islam, shut up your mouth because you are all total Emababalism, you and your Allah, okay? And stop perverting our book. Alright. You see right now, as soon as the covenant child come, the miraculous child, the covenanted child came. What happened? Again, Abba Yewa also used our Mama Sarah to speak to Father Abraham. Right now, this Hagar, the slave Egyptian woman, and her filthy son, the Emababalism, get them out of the family. They don't have no part in us at all. Because now, I see Abba Yewa liveth. He liveth. So I want to secure my home. Get them out. Get rid of them. What did Father Abraham did? He carried his head to one shoulder. He took his head down to the other side. Abba Yewa said, come, don't get me upset, okay? Listen to your wife and do every single thing she commanded you. Alright? Just obey. Because you obey her when Sempe used her to speak to you. Did you not obey and have sense? Is it now you want to throw your head on one shoulder? Listen to her, my friend. And do exactly what she said. I use her to talk to you. Listen to her. And Sempe used her to speak to you. Did you listen to her? Why is it that you were, when sex came, you did throw your head in one side? Go into unclean water, stick your rod into dead body, unclean water. You didn't carry your head into the other side and said, degrave your soul. Bringing in devilish children, opening the door for serpent again to bring in confusion. Why didn't you throw your head one side? Is it now you want to throw your head one side? As I'm looking to you, as I'm talking, listen to her. And send Hagar and the Toto Emababalism Ishmael out of the family. They are animal. Their head, I laid that curse already, is going to be against all nations. If you don't remove Ishmael, he said it's going to be against you. Alright. So our father Abraham did. I respect his faith. Even though, I respect that faith. He sent them out into the wilderness. That is the very isobolism. These people, filthy people, is saying, Yahweh demanded for a rejected and abandoned child. You are total Emababalism. Just you, as Allah is a isobolism. So now, before we do the comparison, Let me first of all tell you, resurrection. Wicked demon is already being resurrected. What is the title? The Mystery of Serpent. We see the point 1, the lies he told in the Christendom. We see the point 2, the lie he told in the synagogue. And we see the point 3, the lie he told in Islam. And we see the final consummation, which is the very point 4. Another wicked lie again. He said that this is how serpent deceiveth the whole world. So, and I use this very one that said Ishmael was the one that went to what Abba Yehovah requested for as a holy son to be sacrificed. And you see, that is what we are establishing now. So before we do the comparison, this kind of a coded resurrection, it will also take place in Islam. Revelation chapter 9. It's also going to take place. It's not going to be a resurrection that Yahushua did like that of Lazarus. He was dead. He was dead and be buried for 4 days. Isn't going to be like that at all. It is also the same as the Christendom. Okay, a little bit different. So let me show you what I mean. It's also going to be a little bit different from that of the Christendom. All right, it is coded resurrection. Okay, excuse me. It's going to be like this of Islam. It's also been found in some of their hadith or in their Quran. I would have gone into that about the signs of Mahdi. All right, and we know who is Mahdi. Of his shouting, it is Barack Obama. He's going to play the part of Mahdi in these last days. All right. But there is power that must be released from the unseen world. Okay? The power that must come from the unseen world, that is what we are about to see now. For that of the Christian, though, they have fulfilled that part already. Like I established in the part 2, how they are doing their resurrection. And we'll see that again in 1 Samuel 28. That the holy prophet died already. Now I sent to the bosom of Father Abraham. All right. Now, who is using that body? We'll see. It was the devil himself, the serpent himself, because serpent himself is the power of resurrection, which is the Ruach HaKodesh, the holy, seraphims, eternal, the very DNA of Abba Yahuwah. Seraphims simply mean they are blessed one, the fiery ones. Who is that? It is the Ruach HaKodesh. When he came in Acts of Apostles chapter 3, he came by fire. He is the one that also revealed the name of Abba Yahuwah again in Exodus Shemu chapter 3. All right? And this is the folly one of it. Okay? Right now, how is he going to do that of Islam? We know already that of the Christendom. These demons, let me read. Revelation 9, as soon as the bottomless pit was being opened. So we are going to see what comes out of it. And the six angels sounded, and I heard a voice from the 4 horns of the golden altar, which is before Yahweh, saying to the 6th angel, which had the trumpet, loose the 4 angels which are burnt in the great river Euphrates. And the 4 angels were loosed, which were prepared for an hour and a day and a month and a year, for to slay the 3rd part of man. This is the kind of child Ishmael. This is Ishmael, okay? Family stay into in the Shabbat. We're going to break it down this month, year, season. These 4, angel. We're going to break them down because they are all together in this work called demon. Now 16. And the number of the army of the oxen were 200,000. And I heard the number of them. These are demon that's going to, as they ascend out of the bottomless pit. They don't. It does really has to do with somebody has to die like that of the Christendom. But this demon is going to ascend where? From the bottomless pit. The one word other demon, which is YAHUAH'S, the Abadidon. Alright, because he started one word other, right, in Genesis 3. He is bringing it now into consummation. Right now, when this demon is being loosed physically, the 4 angels, they are already loosed. They are by Yahuwah positioned them already in the 4 corners of the earth. It is the final battle against humanity, alright? So we're going to see this in the, will be on not this week Shabbat, next week Shabbat, okay? Death, what death is, it is disastrous upon humanity. Make sure you watch it. And desire the mercy of Abba Yahuwah with all your soul, because it's not something you want to tangle yourself or your soul with. This word called death, it is disastrous. Christianity, again, the another complete isobolism people. They are going to convert to Islam. These 4 axis may already, Abba Yahuwah did it already, because the whole world again has become polluted. It is like the days of Noah. They must be wiped out. All right, that is the reason Abba Yahuwah is doing all this. He is allowing them. In fact, revelations of this apple was in their heart to fulfill my purpose. All right. So now this thousand, according to calculation, they are all 200 millions. 200 million demons will be resurrected from the pit, but codally, it's not going to be like that of Christendom, or like that the King Yahushua did with Lazarus. Is overnight and a twinkling of an eye. Barack Obama will be impersonated. I think 7 demons is going to enter into that one. All right, 7 demons, Mahdi demon, they are all spirit, not Mahdi himself. It is the spirit of Mahdi. The demon of Mahdi is coming right back. The demon of Cain is coming right back. The firstborn of Serpent. The demon of Nimrod, the very one world order, is coming. A lot of demons, about 7 demons, is going to impersonate what they call it, Barack Obama. Overnight, Barack Obama is going to be endowed with supernatural power. These 200 million demons is going to be resurrected. Is their army, the army of the 4 axis men. All right. Now, each army is going to be having 50 million demons that is going to terrorize this whole war. It is an event that is already being settled. This is the kind of child Ishmael or the Sharia law. All right. His head must be against all nations. Okay. For this war reason, because he is the seed of serpent. He's coming to do a great damages to humanity, and we'll see that already. Okay, all these ISIS, Boko Haram, whatever they are, this demon will impersonate them. It will enter them, and a twinkling of an eye. That these people, look at Donald Trump. He said he want to block what? He want to ban Muslim. You are a dreamer. You can't ban Muslim, because Muslim is not going to be taking a normal flight. Rather, they are going to be disappearing and appear in any country Abba Yahuwah want them to operate. Only 3 countries is going to be exempted. In the 4 corners of the earth, forget it, all these angels, 4 angels, buried in rivers Euphrates, they already positioned them. What are they waiting for now? We see ISIS already, Allah's fighter, Sharia law. We see Boko Haram, there are so many, Taliban, Al-Shabaab, Al-Qaeda. You see them already. These are the army, and all of this is going to be endowed with spiritual power. They don't need to take flight and buy ticket. They are going to be appearing and disappearing. Rape, we also have something like that, okay? You see as Philip, Acts of Apostles chapter 7, he disappeared. And we say Apostle Kepha, he also disappeared out of the prison. Yes, that glory Abba Yahuwah ordained it already for the Islam. This is how their own is going to be. Not like this Mababalizi people, the Christian don't know. I die, I resurrect Jesus. No, not like that at all. All right. This is how Abba Yahuwah is going to do it. He said he will put words in their heart, to fulfill his own purpose, because the earth must be done away with. Okay, all of you must go straight now to Islam. That is the kind of child Ishmael, is. So right now, in consummation of Ishmael being the very Zobolism, Allah said it was supposed to be sacrificed. Quran says so. Yeah, Quran is the mouth of Allah. So we want to do now the comparison. Okay, in wrapping up that part, before we consummate it with that of the Christendom, then we are done. Abba Yahuwah is awesome. So here I am, Quran, Surah 37, verses 101, way down to 107. This is how the Quran stated how Ishmael, or he demanded for Ishmael. Then after that, we will go now to our own book. Okay, therefore you will be the judge and see And see how authentic Quran is or the royal law is concerning this matter, because I wanted not to read it because it's so long, but Abba Yewa said I have to do it. I have to read it. I read Quran already. I still also need to read where he speaks with Father Abraham concerning that matter. He said I can't just read a Quran and abandon that part. So that is why I want to read here again. Then now we will now go to our own book and see the differences for yourself and be the judge. This message is not just for this generation. It's going to be a topic of the whole world, to the glory of Abba Yahuwah. And see how liar or lies Dulu the Islam is, and they are the very isobolism Allah. I read 101, Quran Surah 37. So we gave him the glad tidings of a forbearing boy. Like I said, he's not a girl. Stupidity, isobolism, a boy, nonsense. Now verse 02, 102. And when his son was old enough to walk with him, he said, "Oh, my son, I have seen in the dream that I am slaughtering you." Do you see another a Mababali's vision? I am slaughtering you. Oh, my father, this is provoking of sight, provoking my spirit. Each time I come here, it gets me hunger. So look, okay, I see in the dream that I am slaughtering you. So look, what do you think? He said, "Oh, my father," this is Ishmael speaking to Ibrahim, "for that which you are commanded, if Allah's will, you will find me of the patient." Isobolism, ukiezi. Now, verses 103. Then when he heard both submit themselves, and he heard led him prostrate on his forehead, we see Allah, we, oh, nonsense, ukiezi, ohogezi, we called out to him, "Oh, Ibrahim, you have fulfilled the dream. Verily, thus do we reward the doers of good. Verily, that indeed was a manifest trial." This is provoking. "And we ransomed him with a great sacrifice." Do you see stupidity? This is how it's finished. This was all about, Ishmael. Today they have that, practicing or stoning the devil. Then I ask, what would be the use of that? Does that really mean Allah was a serpent or the devil that wanted you to kill Ishmael, or that you have to stone devil in your at Mecca? Also kissing the blast too. Woman's vagina, Allah's right hand, Germany, to take away sins. Total isobolism people. So this is all about their own. So right now, let us go into our own and terminate the authenticity in this very world, or the unique, which one. Now let me tell you, after I have read this, you're going to make up your mind. If we take this matter now to human court, when they check our success, our book, and check this nonsense in the Quran, Allah, Islam, all of them will be jailed for life for duplicating other people's vision. All right, for perverting other people's vision, because ours is so authentic. It's not just this Mababalism. Our own have a foundation. You also have setting. You also have layout, and you also have fulfillment of it. In those days, even until now. You see how this is how Allah talk. Like a baby that is learning how to talk. That is the vision. That is how Allah talks about this. The total Mababalism. Alright? That is Allah. Isobolism, ukiezi, ezuolism. Total nonsense. But the Ruach HaKodesh is going to jail Allah, Islam, in eternal imprisonment. All right, that is the link of fire that burned with brimstone for all eternity. Said that the torment, the smoke of their torment is going to be ascending for all eternity. All right, because the Ruach HaKodesh Abba Yahuwah is going to jail them for perverting our book. If a normal psychological person just sit down, take Quran and read concerning this very matter and read our own source, right away it's going to, of course, is a duplicate. How can you not tell us the book we have been using before Muhammad madman came from the bottomless pit, and now say Allah sent him to reconstruct what? You see how they reconstruct it? The Toto Mababalism. Rebobobo Sekeya. Here I am in the royal law. Okay. The book of Joshua chapter 10 verses 13, because I'm going to be reading from the book of Yashia. Even this account we also have in Genesis Bereshit 22. Of course, Islam, you know that because you go to our book. But there is, the book of Yashia gave another perspective powerfully concerning this matter. So I would like to read the book of Yashia, even though the verses is so long, but I wanted mine. You know, when exposing people, you need to do it, you know, bring out the glory of it. It worth it. It worth doing. Okay, right now, I read. Joshua 10:13, and the sun stood still, and the moon stayed, until the people had avenged themselves upon their enemies. Is not this written in the book of Yashia? Okay, so the sun stood still in the midst of heaven, and haste not to go down about a whole day. So what the book of Yashia, Joshua is letting you and me to know, the leftover account, it is written now in the book of Yashia. You can find it over there. Okay, because the book of Yashia is our own book. All right. So this popular one make references into the book of Yashia. So here I am again, 2 Samuel chapter 1 verses 18. Also he burnt them, reached the children, Also he burnt them, teach the children of Yahudah the use of the bow. Behold, it is written in the book of Yashia. So what he is saying, when this matter, to find the full story of it, he will let you know it is written in the book of Yashia. This is how you are going to get the full account. Even our earlier fathers also quote from the book of Yashia in the New Testament. 2 Timothy 3:18. Now as Jannes and Jambres withstood Moshe, so do these also resist the truth, men of corrupt minds, reprobate concerning the faith. So right now, equal Jannes and Jambres, like I said in part 3, you can go to the book of Yashia chapter 72 or 78. You're going to see how this Jannes and Jambres withstood Moshe and Aaron. All right, Jannes and Jambres, they are the sons of Balaam. Okay, Balaam was the prince of Pharaoh, the magician, was the magician of Pharaoh, and the same his two sons, Jannes and Jambres. They really makes things difficult over for Moshe and for Aaron. So right now we have seen already the references in this very popular Bible. You carry it. So now without no atom of that, I'm going right away to the book of Yashia chapter 23, and from the book of Yashia we'll see how Hagar in chapter 15, I always call Hagar, I don't know what that is, how Hagar sneak into the family. All right, and how this test also begins, what brought about this test again, we'll also see it again in the book of Yashia chapter 22. So in chapter 23, and I carry out the assignment. All right. So right now, here I am in the book of Yashia. You still keep in memory how Allah gave his own test. All right. In sacrifice, the very Izobolizi Ishmael. So right now we are going to see how Abba Yahuwah conduct his own. What did I say? Is Abba Yahuwah's own have a foundation? It has a certainty. It has a layout, and they also have a fulfillment of it. What was the foundation? Abba Yahuwah determined already how his only begotten son is going to come into this world to redeem mankind for their sin, from their sin. That was the foundation of the whole matter. As soon as these deities fell from glory, all right, they are going to mingle themselves with the seed of men. We see the mingle or genetically modified system, right, in Genesis 3. So the foundation, they will see it already. The seed of the woman is going to crush your head, all right. So we see that is the foundation. Now, what was the setting? It was Father Abraham to carry it out as an illustration. All right, that is the picture you and me is looking today. That was the setting. It's set it over there. What was the layout? Hebrew Shandaya Baba. Rebobobo Sekaya Baba you. Hebrew Kosklima Han Talabo Sekeya. Faithfully, how Father Abraham really goes about it. That the both sides, both the father Abraham and the son Yeshiach agree in bringing it to reality. That was the layout. Now, what was the fulfillment? What was the fulfillment? We see that over 2,000 years ago, that the holy begotten Son of Yahuwah has to come and die for the sins of humanity. Allah have none of this. Just Ikwema Baba. Pata poto poto pata 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 pata. We give the boy kata katokoto. The toto mababalism. Morida Shandayaba. I still have one name to call Allah, because Allah is total imababalism. So right now, let's get started and exposing the wickedness of Allah, the imababalism. So I read. At that time, the book of Yeshua, chapter 23. We read Quran already. So let's see our own side, how authentic it is. At that time, the word of Yahuwah came to Abraham. And he said, and we know in chapter 22, we see how Satan, the very Allah, accused our forefather. Okay, or should I start over from there? I think so. In chapter 20, I just want to read the last verses. And Satan answered Yahuwah, the verse 55 now. And Satan answered Yahuwah and said, speak then now unto Abraham, as thou hast said, and thou wilt see whether he will not these days transgress and cast aside thy word. Abraham bragged, even though Ishmael instituted this, but Abraham bragged over it. He said, I knew he would do it. Satan said, let's get started. Let us get started. This is how authentic our own is, not that imababalism. Now take it again from verses 1, the book of Yeshua 23. At that time, the word of Yahuwah came to Abraham and said unto him, Abraham, and he said, here I am. And he said to him, take now thy son, thy only son, whom thou lovest, even Yeshiach, and go to the land of Moriah, and offer him there for a burnt offering upon the one of the mountains which shall be shown to thee. For there will thou see a cloud, and the glory of Yahuwah, and the glory of Yahuwah. What is the glory of Yahuwah? It is Yahushua. What was the cloud? The cloud led them by day, and the fire led them by night. What was that? The cloud is Yahushua HaMashiach. Rebabababahosek is the glory. 3. And Abraham said within himself, listen now, how, of course, this is a normal thought that a man needs to take into heart. Because Abraham, you wasn't the one that just gave birth to Ishmael. A woman carried to Yeshiach. A woman carried him for a whole 9 months. After a whole 90 years, all alive, no child. How can you just say you want to go and kill his son? Hear what Father Abraham, her son. Hear what Father Abraham did. Of is no castration of any of this in Quran, the total imababalism. And Abraham said within himself, how shall I separate my son Yeshua from Sarai, his mother, in order to bring him up for a burnt offering before Yahuwah? 4. Abraham came unto the tent, and he sit before Sarah, his wife, and he spoke this words to her. This is how he tricked her. My son Yeshiach is growing up, and he has not for some time studied the service of Yahuwah. Now tomorrow I will go and bring him to Shem and Abram, his son, and there he will learn the ways of Yahuwah, for they will teach him to know Yahuwah, as well as to know that when he prayeth continually before Yahuwah, he will answer him. Therefore, there he would know the way of serving Yahuwah his Elohim. And Sarai said, Thou hast spoken well, go, my Adonai, and do unto him as thou hast said, but remove him not as a great distance from me, neither let him remain there too long, for my soul is burned within his soul. Of course, this is how it's supposed to be. Did they see anything proto from Quran? The very total is isobolism. Verses 7. Abraham said to Sarai, My daughter, let us pray to Yahuwah, our Elohim, that he may do good unto us, with us. And Sarai took her son, Yeshua, and abode all that night with her, and she kissed and embraced him and gave him instruction till morning. What was that of Agar? Agar was not even included. The total, completely, mababalism, ukiezi, ezuolism. All right now. And she said to him, Oh, my son, how can my soul separate itself from thee? And she still kissed him and embraced him, and she gave Abraham instruction concerning him. And Sarai said to Abraham, Oh my Adonai, I pray thee, take heed of thy son, and place thy eyes over him, for I have no other son, nor daughter but him. Oh, forsake him not. If he be hungry, give him a bread, and if he be thirsty, give him water to drink. Do not let him go on foot, neither let him sit in the sun. Neither let him go by himself in the road, neither force him from whatever he may desire, but do unto him as he may say to thee. And Sarai wept bitterly the whole night on account of Yeshua, and she gave him instruction till morning. In the morning, Sarai select a very fine and a beautiful garment from those garments which she had in the house that Abimelech had given to her, and she dressed Yeshua, her son, therewith, and she put a tabret upon his head, and she enclosed a precious stone in the top of the tabret, and she gave them provision for the road, and they went forth. And Yeshua wept with his father Abraham, and some of their servants accomplished them to see them off the road. And Sarai went out with them, and she accomplished them upon the road to see them off. And they said to her, Return to the tent. And when Sarai heard the words of her son Yeshua, she wept bitterly. And Abraham, her husband, wept with her, and their son wept with them. A great weeping. Also, those who went with them wept greatly. And Sarai caught hold of her son Yeshua, and she hid him in her arms, and she embraced him and continued to weep with him. And Sarai said, Oh, who knoweth if after this day I shall ever see thee again? And they still weep together, Abraham, Sarai, and Yeshua, and all those that accompanied them on the road wept with them. And Sarai afterward turned away from her son, weeping bitterly, and all her maid servants and maid servants returned with her to the tent. And Abraham went with Yeshua his son to bring it up as an burnt offering before Yahuwah, as he had commanded him. And Abraham took two of his young men with him, Ishmael, the son of Agar, and Eliezer, his servant, and they went together with them. And while they were walking in the road, the young men spoke these words to themselves. Materialism. Here Ishmael now. And Ishmael said, to Eliezer, now my father Abraham is going with Yeshua to bring him up for a burnt offering, because he began the whole topic. Okay, he brought about this testing, but altogether it is to the glory of Abba Yahuwah, as he commanded him. Now when he returned, he will give unto me all that he possesses. You see, materialism. The Zobolizi Ishmael, to inherit after him, for I am his firstborn. And Eliezer answered Ishmael and said, surely Abraham did cast thee away with thy mother, and swore that thou shouldest not inherit any things of his possession. And to whom shall he give all that he has with all his treasures? But unto me his servant, who has been faithful in his house, when he has saved him night and day, who has served him night and day, and has done all that he desire me. Me to me will be a banquet at his death, all that he possess. You see, the total mababalism, Ishmael, and Eliezer rebuked him very well. 25 now. And whilst Abraham was proceeding with Esau Yeshua along the road, here now, see what happened over here. Satan came, approached to Abraham in the figure of a very aged man, humble and contrite spirit. And he approached Abraham and said to him, art thou silly, that thou goest to do these things these days to thy only son? For Yahuwah gave thee a son in thy latter days, in thy old age, and wilt thou go and slaughter him these days, because he committed no violence? And wilt thou curse wilt thou curse thy son? Wilt thou cause the son of thy only son to perish from the earth? Doest thou not know and understand that these things cannot be from Yahuwah? For Yahuwah cannot do unto man such evil upon earth, to say to him, go slaughter thy child. Abraham heard this and knew that it was the words of Satan, endeavored to draw him aside from the way of Yahuwah. But Abraham would not hearken to the voice of serpent, and Abraham rebuked him, so that he went away. And Satan returned and came to Yeshua, and he appeared unto him in the figure of a young man, comely and well favored. And he approached Yeshua, said unto him, doest thou not know and understand that thy old silly father bringeth thee to the slaughter these days? For now therefore, my son, do not listen nor attend to him, for he is a silly old man, and let not thy precious soul and beautiful figure be lost from the earth. And Yeshua heard this, and said unto Abraham, hast thou heard my father, that which this man has spoken? Even thus has he spoken. And Abraham answered his son Yeshua and said to him, take heed of him, and do not listen to his words, nor attend to him, for he is Satan, endeavoring to draw us aside these days from the commandment of Yahuwah. And Abraham still rebuked Satan, and Satan went from them. And seeing he could not prevail over them, he hid himself from them, and he went and passed before them on the road, and he transformed himself to a large brook of water in the road. And Abraham and Yeshua and his two young men reached that place, and they saw a brook large and powerful as the mighty waters, and they entered the brook and passed through it, and the waters as first reached their knees, and they went deeper in the brook, and the water reached up to their neck, and they were all terrified on account of the water. And while they were going over, the brook of Abraham recognized that place, and he knew that there was no water there before. And Abraham said to the son Yishaak, I know this place in which there was no brook nor water. Now, therefore, it is this Satan who does all this to us, to draw us aside these days from the commandment of Yahuwah. And Abraham rebuked and said unto him, Yahuwah rebuked thee, O Satan, be gone from us, for we go by the commandment of Abba Yahuwah. And Satan was terrified at the voice of Abraham, and he went away from them. And the place again became dry land as it was at first. And Abraham went with his son, went with Yishaak towards the place and that Yahuwah has told him. And on the third day, Abraham lifted up his eyes and saw the place at a distance which Yahuwah had told him of, and a pillar of fire. That is the Ruach HaKodesh. That will got him. Okay, and a pillar of fire appeared to him. That reached from the earth to heaven, and a cloud of glory, that is Yahushua HaMashiach, upon the mountain, who has the glory of 3 days and 3 nights. They goes to Mount Moriah 3 days, all right, and 3 nights as well. Okay, we knew all this test has a foundation. Allah just come and be talking the total Mababalism is Allah, Islam, Christian, all of you. You are total isobolism. And a cloud of glory appear upon the mountain, and the glory of Yahuwah was seen in a cloud. And Abraham said to Yishaak, my son, doest thou see in that mountain which was perceived at a distance, that which I see upon it? And Yishaak answered and said unto his father, I see, and lo, a pillar of fire and a cloud, and the glory of Yahuwah is seen upon the cloud. And Abraham knew that his son Yishaak was accepted before Yahuwah for a burnt offering. 46 now. And Abraham said unto Eliezer and unto Ishmael his son, Do you also see that which we see upon the mountain which is at a distance? And they answered and said, We see nothing more than like the other mountains of the earth. And Abraham knew that they were not accepted before Yahuwah to go with them. And Abraham said to them, Abide ye here with the axe, while I and Yishaak my son will go to beyond yonder mount and worship there before Yahuwah. And then return to you. And Eliezer and Ishmael remained in that place as Abraham had commanded. And Abraham took a wood for a burnt offering and placed it upon his son Yishaak, and he took the fire, yes, and the knife, and they both went to that place. And when they were going along, Yishaak said to his father, Behold, I see here the fire and the wood, and where then is the lamb? But is the lamb that is to be the burnt offering before Yahuwah? You know, Abba Yahuwah is this something as a confirmation. Yishaak knew already, of course, they brought about it. He knew already, but he needed a confirmation. And Abba Yahuwah also he want Father Abraham to see what is in the heart of his son Yishaak concerning this matter. Alright, because they didn't speak about it at all. We were just going for the sacrifice. But Abba Yahuwah want Father Abraham in total conclusion, fully convinced that Ishmael is in tune. Therefore, he has to put words in the heart. Excuse me, Yishaak, I rebuke Ishmael. The total imababalism. That Yishaak, his son, is in tune with him, so that he will do it, so that he will go by the power of Yahuwah. So right now in Apple West, in the heart of Yeshiach, I say everything is here, therefore worry about this. Where am I? Excuse me. Okay, now listen on. I see here the fire and the wood, and where there is the lamb that is to be the burnt offering before Yahuwah. 51. Abraham answered his son Yeshiach, saying, Yahuwah has made choice of thee, my son, my son, to be a perfect burnt offering instead of the lamb. 52. And Yeshiach said unto his father, I will do all that Yahuwah spoken to thee with joy and cheerfulness of heart. And Abraham again said unto Yeshiach his son, is there in thy heart any thought or counsel concerning this, which is not proper? Tell me, my son, I pray thee, oh my son, conceal it not from me. Because Father Abraham want to talk about it. He want to see what is in his son's heart. Now that we get close, now that we are almost there. Let me see if he's still too, or he want to change his mind. I said, no, I don't want that. Because he was already 37 years old. We see already. Now 54. Yeshiach answered his father Abraham and said unto him, O my father, as Yahuwah liveth, and as thy soul liveth, there is nothing in my heart to cause me to deviate either to the right or to the left from the word that he has spoken, that Yahuwah has spoken unto thee. 55. Neither a loom nor muscle has moved or stirred at this, nor is there in my heart any thought or evil counsel concerning this, but I am of joyful and cheerful heart in this matter. And I say, blessed is Yahuwah, who has these days chosen me to be a burnt offering before him. 57. And Abraham greatly rejoiced at the word of Yeshiach, and they went on and come together to that place that Yahuwah had spoken of. And Abraham approached to build the altar in the place. And Abraham was weeping, and Yeshiach took stone and a mortar until they had finished building the altar. And Abraham took the wood and placed it in order upon the altar which he had built. And he took his son Yeshiach and bind him in order to place him upon the wood which was upon the altar, to slay him for a burnt offering before Yahuwah. And Yeshiach said to his father, bind me securely, and then place me upon the altar, lest I should turn and turn and move and break loose from the forks of the knife upon my flesh, and therefore profane the burnt offering. And Abraham did so. 62. And Yeshiach still said to his father, O my father, when thou shalt have slain on me and burnt me for an offering, take with thee that which shall remain of my ash, to bring it to Sarai my mother, and say to her, this is the sweet smelling savour of Yeshiach, but do not tell her this if she should sit near a well or upon the high place, lest she should cast a soul after me and die. And Abraham heard the words of Yeshiach, and he lifted up his voice and wept when the Yeshiach spoke these words. And Abraham tears gushed down upon Yeshiach his son, and Yeshiach wept bitterly. This is how it's supposed to be. Can you just come and prata toro proto proti prata? Allah the toto izobolizi and the mababalizi. We see all the functioning, so real and so authentic. Tears gushed down upon Yeshiach his son, and Yeshiach wept bitterly. And he said to his father, hasten thou, O my father, and do with me the will of Yahuwah our Elohim, as he has commanded. He was rejoiced because he's going back home to heaven. And the heart of Abraham, 64, and the heart of Abraham and Yeshiach rejoiced at these things which Yahuwah had commanded them, but the eyes weep wept bitterly, while their hearts rejoiced. And Abraham bind his son Yeshua and placed him on the altar upon the wood, and Yeshua stretched forth his neck upon the altar before his father, and Abraham stretched forth his hand to take the knife to slay his son as a burnt offering before Yahuwah. 66. At that time, the angels of mercy came before Yahuwah and spoke to him concerning Yeshua, saying, we see movement, we see setting, we see layout, we see the fulfillment. Angels were participating. Ruach HaKodesh is there. Yeah, all heaven was, moving. Oh, Ribaba Shanda Baba. They move, they participate. So authentic. 67. Not that of Allah Broto Prada. The total mababalism. Oh Yahuwah, 67. Oh Yahuwah, thou art a merciful and a compassionate king over all that thou hast created in heaven and on earth, and thou supported them all. Give therefore ransom. Supported them. Give therefore ransom and redeem instead of thy servant Yeshua, and pity and have compassion upon Abraham and Yeshua his son, who these days performing thy commandment. 68. As thou see, O Yahuwah, how Yeshua the son of Abraham thy servant is bound down to the slaughter like an animal. Now therefore let thy pity be aroused for them, O Yahuwah. At that time, Yahuwah himself have to stand up, because this has to do with powerful illustration of his holy begotten son will come and redeem mankind. Now pata poto, no nonsense. That time, Yahuwah appeared unto Abraham and called to him from heaven and said unto him, lay not thy hand upon the lad, neither do thou anything unto him. For now I know that thou fearest Yahuwah in performing this act, and not withholding thy son, thy only son, from me. And Abraham lifted up his eyes and saw, and behold, a ram was caught in a thicket by his sons. That was the ram which Yahuwah Elohim had created in the earth in the day that he made earth and heaven. All right, for Yahuwah had prepared this ram for that day, from that day, to be a burnt offering instead of Yeshua. And this ram was advancing. This way I made a mistake, and I said that in part 3. I said her father Abraham and Satan were not dragging the ram. No, it wasn't so. My apology for that. And this ram was advancing towards Abraham when Satan caught hold of him and entangled his arms in the thicket, that he might not advance to Abraham, in order that Abraham might slay his son. And Abraham, seeing the ram advancing to him, and Satan withholding him, reached him and caught him before the altar, and he loosed his son Yeshua from his binding, and he put the ram in his stand. And Abraham killed the ram upon the altar and brought it up as an burnt offering in the place of Yeshua. And Abraham sprinkled some of the blood of the ram upon the altar, and he exclaimed and said, this is in the place of my son, and may this be considered these days as the blood of my son before Yahuwah. And all that Abraham did on this occasion by the altar, he would exclaim and say, this is in the room of my son, and may it these days be considered before Yahuwah in the place of my son. And Abraham finished the whole of the service by the altar, and the service was accepted before Yahuwah and was counted as if it had been Yeshua. And Yahuwah blessed Abraham and his seed on that day. All right. Now be the judge. Do you see Quran? The total Emababalism. And do you see our also constructed? We see the foundation, we see the setting, we see the layout, we see the finishing of this powerful illustration. What was that of Quran? Now, at Mecca, they are stoning the devil over there. This is one more last name to call Allah. Allah nenye nebi no carrier. Ogioge ahoge easy. How does this go? When I said when things get tough or sometime, if you really want to make big fool of something that is so obvious as a lie, therefore we will not take English, the zim ahoge. That is a dull language. The zim, that is the English. We combine them all together. We begin to blast, like I'm blasting Allah now. Allah nenye nebi no carrier. Ogioge ahoge easy. Do you hear it? What does this go for? Allah the blastnik, the spoiler, the king of liars. Rebab, and Allah claimed that to himself, that he is the greatest of all deceiver. Easy. So this is what it is. I've just read it, okay? So you be the judge. Allah, Islam is going to be jailed. The total isobolism and Ishmael. They are going to be jailed in the eternal lake of fire for perverting our book. They duplicate it. So obvious, it's so clear. Because you see, Yahweh don't have no stand. It's total emababalism. Alright? So right now we're also going to conclude in consummation. We do the comparison already. In consummation, we are also going to see another emababalism, which is the Christendom. They die. Daniel say, this one say, another complete isobolism. Total ezualism. People. Total ukiism. Ukiism simply means stupidity. Emababalism. You know what that is already. Ezualism. What does that mean? Mad people. These people, they are mad. Mad from the pit of hell. Let's do the finishing. So right now, in consummation, we are going to see the family of emababalism. They are all emababa. Okay? Emababa uki. Ukiism. Now, let us say something that Jesus said we should not take Holy Communion anymore. What is Holy Communion? Holy Communion simply means the body of Mashiach. So right now, leaders say we should not eat the body of Mashiach, Yahushua HaMashiach, rather to be eating pork. Pork is unclean, rather to be eating serpent. Serpent is evil, the royal law condemned and want us never ever to do, with. But leader said we shouldn't be taking Holy Communion anymore. Leader also said again, I said that leader should have been set ablaze. Already leader is suffering now for this, for this forgiving room, because our body is being used now. Nephilim is in our midst, okay? Leader also said that Jesus said you should, when you go out from your service, you should leave the service being sad. A lot of wickedness has been told by that. He said you should. When he said the presence of Yahweh is fullness of joy, but leader said no, in his presence is full of dark sadness now. And where is sadness? Right in the bottomless pit. He said they will be tormented. Right in the lake of fire as well. He said they are going to be tormented night and day. He said the smoke of their torment ascendeth unto heaven for all eternity. That is where sadness is. Leader says so much. Alright. That is the line. And again, in summary, look at here another line now. In the second, should I read it? 1 Samuel 28. Let me prove something again for you. Buleba say, Buleba yo, imo santa la buyende. Buleba ya, Buleba say ya, imo sekerebo. Bu santa ye, ma sekerebo. Karibala sende masekerebo bulebo say, here I am. It takes great feeling in exposing the wickedness of the wicked one. So, 1 Samuel 28, I read verses 14. The witch of Endor. She's a woman, and he said unto her, what form is of him? When he arose, this thing we are talking about, and she said, an old man cometh up, and he is covered with a mantle. And Saul perceived that it was Samuel, an old man. Revelation 12:9. The great dragon, that old serpent, as in old serpent in Genesis 3. And then Allah said he is the greatest of all deceiver. Powerful being, wicked creature, is already raising and dwelling among us today. Daniel, the very Abededon, what did he say? Daniel said, JC, Jesus of the link of fire, told him the mansion is ready, but the saints are not ready. Revelation 19, 1-10. John 41-4. Let's also do something in summary. Okay. This Revelation 19, it is the only place where for hallelujah is being said. And after these things, I heard a great voice of much people in heaven saying, hallelujah, salvation and glory and honor and power unto Yahuwah our Elohim. For true and righteous are his judgment. For he hath judged the great whore which did corrupt the earth with her fornication, and hath avenged the blood of his servants at her. And again they said, hallelujah, and her smoke rise up forever and ever. And the 24 elders and 4 beasts fall down and worship Yahuwah that sits on the throne, saying, Amen, hallelujah. And a voice came out of the throne, saying, Praise our Yahuwah, all ye his servants, and ye that fear him, both small and great. And I heard as it were the voice of great multitudes, and as the voice of many waters, and as the voice of mighty thunderings, saying, Hallelujah. For Yahuwah Elohim omnipotent reigneth. Listen now, why they were saying hallelujah? Daniel said Jesus told him that the mansion is ready, but they said they are not ready. You know, remember for a whole time the saints in heaven begin to celebrate. Listen now, why they were saying hallelujah, hallelujah. 7. Now let us be glad and rejoice and give honor to him, for the marriage of the Lamb is come, and his wife hath made herself ready. But Daniel just said Jesus told him that the mansion is ready, but the saints are not ready. But here the wife is the saint. Listen now, verses 8. And to her was granted that she should should be enriched in fine linen, clean and white, for the fine linen is the righteousness of the saints. This word is being spoken over 2,000 years ago. The saint has been ready for Yehoshua. And here Daniel is telling us Jesus said the saints are not ready. Whereby he said, the son of Yehoshua HaMashiach make himself ready for her bridegroom. You see, let the royal law condemn them for that. And in verses 9, and he saith unto me, right, blessed are they which are called unto the marriage supper of the Lamb. And he saith unto me, these are the true saints of Yahuwah. How dare you not say now that they are not ready? Whereby Yahuwah said they are ready already. All the 12 apostles, they are ready. Even now, we are ready. Why you not say Jesus and said they're not? The mansion is ready. What? But they said are not ready. Listen to their testimony. You yourself, you're going to set them ablaze by yourself if you have the power. Here I am. Yahuwah, John 14, 1-4. Daniel said the mansion is ready, but the saints are not ready. Listen and see how wicked these people are, for you to know that they are giants. They are Nephilim, giants, offspring of snakes, serpent. Let not your heart be troubled. Ye believe in Yahuwah, believe also in me. In my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. I go to prepare a place for you. And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you unto myself, that where I am, there ye may be also. But you are saying that the son is not ready. Meanwhile, the bridegroom is speaking right here. This is how I'm going to do it. I will prepare when I'm done. I will come and take you. No one dispute. I said, no, you cannot take me. I'm not ready. I will not follow you. Oh, my father. Oh, serpent, you have lied. Daniel, you have told a lie. There are a lot of lies I figure out. For the sake of time, let me handle it simple. This when you listen to part 2, you're gonna see Daniel's lies, and this another one I just added in summary. These people, Daniel also told another very wide lies again. Okay, Daniel said people when the demon he called angel took him to hell. I think I'm gonna put the picture. He said when he took him to hell, so people inside the pit, we are not asking him for help. That is blasphemy, strong one. We are not asking him for help. People in hell, we are not asking him for help. All right. The visions of Apostle Shehu, when he never died, but he saw all the mysteries of hell and the torment of hell. If you want to know the torment of hell, kindly go to one message I did by the power of the Ruach HaKodesh titled The Mystery of Sin. I use it to establish it, okay? What he saw. Acts of Apostle, 2 Corinthians chapter 12 from verses 1 to 5. We'll see it over there. That vision was unlawful to see. How was that vision being published? As soon as he saw it, you will hear it from this very message I'm saying. I told you now. When he got to hell, he saw the mysteries of hell. No one dare ask him to help him. Rather, those people said that some Apostle Shehu, they were crying unto Yahuwah, have mercy upon us. Yahuwah, have mercy through all. Right from chapter 31 way down to chapter 42. They never asked Apostle Shehu for help. Apostle Shehu were crying, they were also crying. If Daniel told me that he was in the bosom of Father Abraham, why he began to communicate with all these demons from the pit of it, I would have also risen, even though I will not conclude and build my case on that, because I know there is a lot of lie told in this Daniel's case, not just Daniel, all of them. All right, not because you are keeping Christmas, but you are offspring of Satan. All right, you are not the choosing, so that great stipulation is not being extended at all unto you, only to the elect. All right. None of them asked Apostle Shehu for help. Rather, as they saw Apostle Shehu, when Apostle Shehu saw their tummy, was weeping, couldn't handle it. And they themselves was also weeping and cried unto Yahuwah with a bitter voice, have mercy upon us. All through. He never died, he saw this great mystery. But Daniel now said, they were not asking him for help. How can you, just a male man, because those people that already, they see their judgment already, they knew or understand already. What was that? They knew man cannot break them out, but Abba Yahuwah himself. They knew no man can help them. Why should they cry unto you and not cry unto Abba Yahuwah? Another great lie Daniel have told. Now, Jeremiah 75. Abba Yahuwah led the cause. Maybe I'm going to read it. Okay. So let me quickly read that. Here I am, Jeremiah 70 verses 5. Thus saith Yahuwah, cast be the man that trusteth in man, and maketh flesh his heart, and whose heart departeth from Yahuwah. I said you are cursed. These people understood this place already. The very place I'm reading unto you, they understood it already. They knew it already, because now they are out of the body. They see what was that. When you go to this vision of Apostle Shehu, they understood it already. All right. Why should now they be asking of help from you? Can you help? Of course, the new man cannot help them anymore. They understand this very scripture already. He is standing before their face. That is their judgment. That was why King Yahushua said, what? He said, I am not your accuser, but Moshe. That is the royal law. As soon as they gave us the spirit, the royal law stand already pointing to them. This is what you did. This, even though judgment is not right going on, but he's accusing them. These people knew already better. So there's never no way they can ask a mere man for a help. Rather, throughout of the visions of Apostle Shehu, all these long chapters, they were crying in each chapter, oh Yahuwah, have mercy. Oh Yahuwah, have mercy. The torture is heavy. It's heartbreaking. Not Daniel. Daniel said they were asking. So for you to know, these are man-made up total satanism movement, the total mababalism and what isobolism. Now here is the clip of the total ahogeism. That Daniel that say he resurrect ahogeism. Here is the giant now. This is Abadidon in flesh. Just as they raised up the body of Samuel, a demon entered. These are demons, all right? The very one that masquerade themselves now as an angel of light. These are demons, all right? Now, what lie Daniel also, I just jot a few of it down. Daniel said again, Yahuwah does not. Jesus of Daniel told Daniel that Yahuwah didn't create a hell for humanity. You see another lie, whereby in Genesis 4, Abba Yahuwah was the one who even gave mark of the beast to Cain. He said the record over there, very straight and strong. Whereby when you go what? To Amos 3:6, Abba Yahuwah said, can a trumpet be sound in the city and you are not afraid? Can evil take place in the city? I, Yahuwah, did not do it. Whereby Abba Yahuwah said, I am the one that created evil and good. Whereby Abba Yahuwah said in Yeshayahu 5:14, that hell is enlarging his mouth, his belly every day to receive people. Who created hell? Huh? So these people told the Lord of lies. Satan have his own children. Of course, where Baba Yahuwah said, they say the serpent, Satan and all his children, they are going to the link of fire. But Yahuwah ordained it already. These people should stop lying, all right? Because their lies widely exposed. Abba Yahuwah gave mark of the beast to Cain himself. What are you saying? In consummation. That is what we are into now. Do you see the demon? He was also talking about the gate of hell. What kind of gate? We didn't see anything in the royal law that has to do with the gate of hell. Hell is this bottomless pit inside whole grave. Where is the gate? Or rather the seal, the covering? I don't know for Daniel. But yes, this has already been happened for you to know who is speaking over there. We simply know the synagogue of Satan. Now back to their own, because these are all Satanism children. They are Babylon. They came from Babylon. Okay. Leviticus 25 make it so clear that when Yahushua comes, that is the year of Yovel. Yovel, that is Jubilee. Everybody's going to return back to their own land. When Messiah comes, of course, after all and all, they are returning back to Babylon. At the end of Babylon, where it is the link of fire. They are returning back over there. Christianity will go back to Islam, because in a nutshell that belongs to Islam. This is the man of lie, a man of sin, the very Abadidon. Powerful creature is already living among us. All right. Now we see Revelation 12 was a holy woman. Revelation 17 was the woman of Babylon. All right, and the witches of Edom, she was the woman of Babylonia. All right. He Maraba Santayababo Sekeya. And we see the Revelation 17, she was a murder of harlot. These are all prostitutes, okay? Christendom. They are Mababalism. They are all prostitutes. Islam. They are prostitutes themselves with the king of link of fire. These are all total Mababalism. Alright? Total isobolism. Rebababa Sayaba. Here I am, Acts of Apostles, chapter 7, 41 to 43. And they made a calf in those days, and offered sacrifice unto the idol, and rejoiced in the works of their own hands. And Yahuwah turned and gave them up to worship the host of heaven. Worship demon, okay? You want to worship demon, so have it. Have it. Sunday is your day of rest, so have it. We are not arguing. And Yahuwah turned and gave them up to worship the host of heaven, as it is written in the book of the prophets. O ye house of Yisrael, have ye offered to me a slain beast and sacrifice by the space of 40 years in the wilderness? Ye took up the tabernacle of Moloch. That is what we are seeing over here. And the star of your God, Ramphel. This is all we are, which is the serpent himself. Figure which ye made to worship them, and I will carry you away Beyond Babylon. Beyond Babylon, it simply means the link of fire. Beyond. Abba Yahuwah have one eternal imprisonment. When he said, I'm going to scatter you in the four corners of the earth, you think he was joking. Okay, here another part now. There is eternal link of fire. That is the final, scattering. Throw you and cast you over there. This nonsense. The total imababalism. Liars. Here I am, Psalm 106, verses 28. They joined themselves also unto Baal Peor, and ate the sacrifice of the dead. This is how they are eating the sacrifices of the dead, because all this one, a fallen deity resident now in the, what is Baal Peor? According to Greek translation, in the meaning of it in Greek, simply means the Lord of opening. In this matter, the Lord of opening is what? Woman's vagina, because Satan is speaking, Abaddon is speaking encodedly. And we see this woman vagina right in Islam. That stone they call Yemini. They said it is Allah's right hand that is using to take away sin. When they are doing this Hajjah, stoning the devil, that they are stoning the devil wanted to kill Ishmael. They now figure it out that devil was also Allah, therefore they have to stone him. Whenever they go to Mecca, they always kiss that woman vagina. They always kiss that stone, a Kaaba stone. And said their sin is being taken away. Powerful creature is already living in our midst. Now Numbers 14:28, you can read it all. Say unto them, as surely as I live, saith Yahuwah, as ye have spoken in my hearings, so will I do to you. Okay. As I've heard you spoken, that is what I'm going to do. 23 now. Surely they shall not see the land which I have swore unto their fathers, neither shall any of them that provoked me see it. Because they said, they were complaining. When you read, you are going to see what happened. Abba Yahuwah said, I'm going to judge you according to your word. Exactly that word I hear from you, that is what I'm going to use to judge you. You said Jesus is your Messiah, pam, have it. You say Allah is your Savior, pam, have it. You say your rest day is Friday, pam, have it. You say your rest day is Sunday, pam, have it. We are not disputing. All right, have it. Exactly what I hear from you, that is what I'm going to use to judge you. You say you need you want to worship the host of heaven, have it. That is what you are. You want to share testimony for devil, for serpent, have it. You want to carry the testimony of Satan out, have it. That word I hear from you, exactly what I'm going to use to judge you. All right. Now, in summary, Yeshayahu Isaiah 8 verses 26. Anyone who did not speak according to the royal law and the testimony of the royal law is said because the light is not in them. If you don't have light, what do you have? You got darkness. So is the darkness again? It is the Abaddon. Their testimony is contradict the royal law. All right. So now in finishing the royal law, the royal law, the 10 Commandments. It is the very consummation of this segment. If being a follower, you are going to see this one is very unique. Okay, it's very unique. So we have to consummate it now with the 10 Commandments. The commandment is many, but this is the very 10 Commandment in the place. Now I read the 10 Commandment. I take it from first commandment. Thou shalt not have any other gods before me. Gods over there simply mean office. Okay, God is not a name, it's an office of deities. All right, Abba Yahuwah said you shouldn't give my office to others. And we see Christian, you have other gods. Islam, you have other gods, because you are not speaking according to the testimony of the royal law. Therefore, you are being condemned. Check Exodus, Shemot 33. Anyone who does that got killed when they make the golden calf, because the golden calf is what we are seeing here today. It is another god. You gave the office of Abba Yahuwah to other deity. Now, second commandment, thou shalt not worship any graven image. Of course, Christianity is condemned for this because we see the image of white Messiah, the one they are calling Jesus. Messiah is not a white man, is a black man. You portray the image of a white man, which is again, it is the cherubim, the fallen cherubim, all right, which is the devil, alias aka Jesus Christ, from the link of fire. Islam, the same. You are guilty with eternal damnation. Now the third royal law, the third commandment. Thou shalt not take the name of Yahuwah da Elohim in vain. Elohim means God. Usually we see, of course, Christianity has already taken the name of Yahuwah in vain. Islam as well, as do the unbeliever. You are guilty of eternal damnation. The fourth commandment. Remember the Shabbat day to keep it holy. Of course, we know all of them break the Shabbat. The Christian, they all, Islam, the synagogue of Seda, anyone. It says Shabbat is a perpetual covenant. Anyone that breaks the Shabbat must be stoned to death. He must be cut off according to Shemo 31, verses 30 to 17. You are condemned and you are qualified for that judgment. Now the fifth commandment. Honor thy father and thy mother. Okay, so that your days may be long. Who is our father? It is Abba Yahuwah. I said, call nobody father here on earth, because you have only one father which is in heaven. Islam, you are condemned eternally for that, because you say Allah have no son. The Christian, you are condemned for that because you take now Abededon as your father. And who is the Ruach HaKodesh? The Ruach HaKodesh sometimes is our comforter. Playing a part of a murder, comforted us. Okay, but you dishonor him. That is why he will not forgive you. That is blasphemy. It is eternal damnation in the lake of fire. Now the sixth commandment. Thou shalt not kill. They are guilty of this. Christian is a murderer. Spiritually, they are killing our people. Ezekiel 37, we see the massive grave of the Christian of the very Babylonian today. They are slain the army of Yahuwah with a great lie. And Islam is doing just physically. You are guilty of eternal, the second death. The second death, it is the most death, the most painful death, which is again the torment of brimstone in the lake of fire. You are guilty. Seventh commandment. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Who is doing that? You don't see them in the Christian that they are guilty. Islam, you are guilty. You are condemned because they both all together. The synagogue of Satan, you are guilty. They are an idolatry. Worshipping other deity before Yahuwah. Now, eighth commandment. Thou shalt not steal. For private jet. If we don't steal, how can we buy for private jet? How can we do competition? How can we buy? Private jet. Don't do that. Islam is another thief. Jizya. When you being converted to Islam, you are going to pay jizya until death. That is a thief. You are slave you are robbing. Christianity is the worst thief. That said, David Oyedepo said, even though you go into fasting for open heaven, for heaven to be open unto you, 40 days and 40 nights. If you are not a tither, if you don't pay tithe, he said you will return being poorer, even more than the way you went. So this is how they steal from the people of Yahuwah. Now the ninth commandment, thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. This is all of them, they are guilty of this. Christianity said that the satanic children. They said the satanic children is the people of the book. The Khazars, the Ashkenazi, the seed of serpent, the synagogue of Satan, Peristo, false prophets. He's always preaching about them. They are the people of the book. When the tree when the tree is out, the olive, the fig tree, know that the coming of this man is near. Liar, Peristo, you are a false prophet, and you are guilty because you bear false testimony. All of you. You call it those uncircumcised people, the people of the book, even though the royal law give you a criteria how to know when they come back. Peristo, you are guilty of eternal damnation in the lake of fire. Islam the same. All of you. You bear false testimony because those are not the people of the book. You bear false testimony. Sunday is not the day. You bear false testimony all over you. Now the 10th commandment. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife. There is one useless bishop. He's a Ghanaian man. He calls himself a bishop. The one that is trying to enlarge people's pennies. Or the one that is trying to enlarge women's breasts, women buttocks. Alright. This man said he had sex with his assistant pastor's wife. So now when the Egbena guys now, the total isobolism now said, God let it happen. So even though I'm just a man, I'm not an angel. They will be having sex with another man's wife. They will be taking from another man what belongs to them. All this one is everywhere. Islam is even the worst. Sharia law. Their right hand possession. It's another man's wife. Even though it's another man's wife, it is their right hand possession. I read it from their most collected hadith, from their most trusted collection. I read it. Allah said it is their right hand possession. You are guilty at all kinds. All of you, synagogue of Satan, Christendom, Islam, the serpent, you are all total isobolism, total emababalism, total ukieism, total ezualism, rebabasekeya, total ahogeism. You heard it right, yeah? I bless you, Abba Yahuwah. Abba Yahuwah, Iboraba Sekeya. Abba Yahuwah, Imosekeya Borabo Seke. Abba Yahuwah, Igorobos Karabo. Abba Yahuwah, Imaseke Rebo. Yanderebo. My mouth will busy for a holy testimony for Abba Yahuwah. I will never bear a false testimony. All these that died and resurrected, they are all liars. Iborobo sekeya be. Iborobo sekeya. Abayowa igorobo skarabo. Abayowa imasanda erebo yantulubo. Family staying too. On the Shabbat, we want to also unveil another isobolism. Which is called a demolism, which is called the family of Serpent, the most wicked one. We want to do it again on the Shabbat. Stay into family. Yahweh love you. The tribe of Yehudim and all 13 tribes. We are blessed eternal. All right. Rebobo Shanta Baba. I bless you for Abba Yehuwah for this wonderful, unique service. I know this is top story. This message, I don't care, is going to be a message for all generations to come. Until the first heaven and the first earth is no more. It's going to be a top story. Because the lies and the wickedness of this Allah, the Emababalism, is already being exposed to the highest height of it all. Shalom, people.